Yellowstone again, and we're at Norris Geyser today. So this behind us, gorgeous.
And it smells even better.
Yeah, we wish we could give you some smells of it.
I do feel like, though, the more that I'm in hot springs, the more I'm out in nature, I start to really enjoy and embrace that sulfur smell.
True.
Yeah.
Very true. It's good for you.
So today's topic is the pressure of all the voices outside of your head. And we don't want to let those build up much like a geyser.
True.
Yeah. So
Great analogy.
Really important that we know how to deal with these pressures and release them properly.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to explain to you today. You've spent a lot of time learning how to shift the voices inside of your own head.
Right.
But what about those voices outside your head? Those other people who have opinions.
Right.
These opinions can be very hurtful, and we want to make sure that you are ready to go and you have a sharp mind, but also a sharp mind to other people's opinions.
Yeah, definitely. You know, I've seen a lot of people fall off track because of their significant other, because of other people that are constantly at work or somewhere in their environment taunting them or giving them a hard time about their new decision in life.
Yeah, when you're starting this new healthy lifestyle, it's not going to always fit everybody around you, and you're going to see some resistance come up no matter what. And sometimes it's family, sometimes it's friends, and as Josh said, sometimes it's significant others, which can be the hardest because you might live with them, or maybe roommates that you live with.
Exactly.
When you're living with somebody, then that's when it's really challenging, is because you're creating food together and they're obviously going to have some sort of opinion. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so true. You know, it's like everybody's opinion starts to weigh on yours more than you allow your own opinion to weigh for yourself. And that's when the issues come in. You know, people forget the idea that they can actually make a decision for themselves. And even if somebody does have an opposing opinion, that can just be a chance for you to learn something new. It doesn't mean you have to give in, especially when it's something that you want to do for yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And so what are some examples of what someone might say, a voice outside of your head that might affect you in a way that throws you off course and allows you to stop this healthy path that you've started for yourself?
Right. Well, let's say, for example, that you're out to dinner with a group of friends and you're very committed to this current moment, of this 2-month period. And these friends, they're all enjoying and indulging themselves in some fried foods, maybe some foods that aren't necessarily aligned with what you feel is best for your body. And, it's not that we don't like those foods. It's not that we don't want to partake. But during this period where we've made a commitment to ourselves, it's really important that we know to stand in our power and just do what feels right for us. And so a lot of times people at this dinner table will start pressuring us. We want to order a salad, and they start saying, oh, why don't you want the steak and potatoes and bread and the ice cream and cake, and really all we wanted was...
you must have changed.
Yeah, they start taunting you, and and so next thing you know, you've eaten 3 times more than you wanted to, and maybe even the wrong food that you didn't even feel like eating.
Yeah, or say you're at work. You might have a lunch with coworkers, which we'll talk more about in another video. But what if it comes up and people are just saying some really disheartening things,
Or distracting. Distracting you from what you truly know is best for you.
In these situations, we want to really empower you that you have your own mind now. And a lot of times in the past, we may have let other people's opinions affect our own and really shift us away from a healthy lifestyle. But we want to empower you to stand strong and to really take a stand for yourself.
Right.
What happens when you take a stand for yourself is that you empower everyone around you. We've said this once, we'll say it many times, because this is so important that we're going to say it until you embody it completely. So you have to make sure that you are really being the inspiration. And when you get faced with resistance, which will happen a lot when you change your lifestyle, you need to just stand strong, stand true, and know why you made these decisions in the first place.
Right, exactly. And I think even the hardest times when this comes from loved ones, the family or the significant other.
People whose opinions we care about.
Yeah, it would genuinely matter to us. And we want to please them, but we also need to remember that this is a period where we've made a commitment to ourselves to better ourselves. And a lot of times, you can also look at this, we've talked before about where else do these type of decisions show up in our lives. What else are we sacrificing for other people that we know if we stick to our own word and we really stand in our power, we will be better off.
Yeah, this is very true. Another point we'd love to bring up is that when you come in contact with this opposition, it's really the other person's fear and not your own.
Definitely.
And that is very hard to remember in the moment, but the more you practice it again, you're going to get really good at understanding that that's what's going on. These are their own fears they're placing on you.
Right.
And you don't have to take their fear. You get to control your own life and your own self and everything. So what they say to you, you don't have to attach to.
Correct.
The same way we don't want to unattach, it's the same way we'd like to unattach to food, as we just talked about in our last video.
Exactly.
We're going to unattach from other people's opinions of us. These voices outside of our head that can be so detrimental and really just ruin a health path.
Right. I mean, it's true. And what's so crazy is you start to notice there's all these things in different angles that are pulling at us, tugging us. And, you know, the voices outside our head are just one more thing. But you know, now you have another tool, so you can be aware of this. And remember, awareness is the key.
Yeah, and you know, I'd like to bring up a personal example. In the past, I used to date somebody who was opposing to my own health choice to become healthier when that happened. And it was everything about me was different to him. And it really shifted the way he felt about me. And he started being really resistant and saying, oh, you don't need to eat those foods. Why are you doing that? You know, really just picking apart every single thing I did.
Right.
And we want somebody to be supportive of us and not somebody who's going to drag us down and make us feel bad about doing something that's bettering ourselves.
Sure.
So,
you know, and it's a little different than the times when I see Steph eating ice cream and then I happen to indulge because I'm getting weak. But, you know, it's really like, you know, if I decide I want a salad over a big old steak dinner, Steph has always supported me of that.
Yeah, it's really great to be supportive and remember that you get back what you give out. So if you're going to show support to other people, then eventually you will be seeing that support in return.
Certainly, yeah. And I think the biggest thing, though, is standing in your power. Remember that. Whatever you decide for yourself, you get to stand behind it. It's good for you.
Yeah, you get to attach to it or not. Yeah. So we hope you found these tips really helpful today.
Yeah.
These are the voices outside of your head and how you can navigate your way in and out around those situations and become stronger in every way. You know, we don't want to just empower you to be stronger in your body and with your health. We want to empower you to be stronger in your mind too and your whole life. So leave us a comment on our Facebook page and let us know what you liked about this video, what you found helpful, and if you want any support.
Well, and also if you have any ideas of how to avoid or handle the voices in your head, outside of your head, go ahead and leave those on the Facebook page too. Yeah, we all really thrive from hearing each other's point of view. Yeah. So thank you so much for being here. We'll see you in the next video in our next location in Yellowstone. Love you all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.